January 2026 has shaken the world. Over the last 48 hours, global media has been flooded with reports, leaks, and intense speculation about a possible U.S. operation involving Venezuela. An operation so dramatic that it has forced one uncomfortable question. If Washington were to remove Nicolás Maduro by force, would that be chaos? Or would it mark the beginning of peace? Supporters say it could end decades of suffering. Critics warn it could open the door to dangerous instability. Today, we cut through emotion and politics to ask one question. Is Donald Trump a president of chaos or a peacemaker? To understand this debate, you have to understand Venezuela. Since 2014, more than 7 million Venezuelans have fled their country. Not because of ideology, but because daily life collapsed. Empty grocery shelves, weeks without electricity, savings wiped out by hyperinflation, families separated across continents. For Venezuelans living in Miami, Madrid, Bogota, or Santiago, the idea of Maduro being removed would not feel like chaos. It would feel like the end of a hostage situation. That is why, in any such scenario, celebrations would likely erupt. Not because of America, not because of Trump, but because hope has been missing for decades. For them, force is not chaos. It is relief. If this update is helping you understand what's really going on, hit the like button. It tells me to keep these updates coming. Now comes the uncomfortable part. If the United States were to step in and temporarily run the country during a transition, serious questions would follow. Who controls Venezuela's oil? Who chooses the next leadership? And how long does the US stay? History shows that liberation can quickly turn into occupation when timelines blur and power concentrates. Critics warn that removing a dictator is easy. Replacing him with stability is not. This is where the chaos argument lives. Not in the fall of a strongman, but in what fills the vacuum afterward. Markets fear uncertainty. Nations fear precedent. And the world watches closely when force crosses borders. Supporters see it differently. They argue there is no peace in hunger, no stability in a narco-state, and no sovereignty when criminal networks control the economy. From this view, the real chaos was the status quo. Remove the source of collapse. Restore oil production. Cut cartel funding. Allow refugees to return home. Peace, they argue, does not always arrive quietly. Sometimes it is enforced through strength. Disruption becomes the price of recovery. So what is Trump in this scenario? A reckless force destabilizing the global order? Or a blunt instrument ending a humanitarian disaster others only talked about? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this situation gets worse from here? Or will it settle down? Comment below. This is Global News Pulse Daily. Stay informed.